Hello everyone, Lawrence here with the Microgo scooter. First of all, massive thanks to AOVO for sending me this scooter for review. There will be some links in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Let's first start with the specs on this thing. You get a 350 watt front motor, so a nice and powerful motor. A 270 watt hour battery, so that's about 3 times the size of the biggest laptop batteries. This means it should give you about 30 kilometers of range and speeds around 30 kilometers an hour. So it's a nice powerful scooter that will last a long time. This is great for doing these sort of 5, 7, 8, 10 kilometer rides. Awesome for that. Just perfect for commuting, even if your commute is from home to the office, not necessarily getting on and off trains because it is a little bit heavy. Both the front and rear tire are airless, so they just use these cellular tires. Basically there's holes so that the tire can deform without having to use air. So no punctures means no tears when you're walking home in the rain. A lovely feature here is brakes front and rear. So you have an electronic ABS brake. So basically the motor is also used for regenerative braking and as a brake on the front wheel. And then you also have a disc brake in the rear. Both brakes incredibly powerful. I'm a big heavy rider and they can stop me very quickly, especially the rear brake. You can just do massive skids on it. It's amazing. And the cool features don't really end there. So you also have a little USB port in the front. You have lights front and rear. You have a sort of automatic cruise control. So when you're holding down the throttle for long enough, it will just hold itself there. You no longer need to press the throttle button. Very comfortable to use, although it is a bit sketchy when you don't expect to still be on full throttle when gripping that rear brake, so keep that in mind, guys. The website also mentions app control, and there is an app for it, and I could not get the app to connect over Bluetooth. Also in the manual, the app was actually blacked out, so maybe it's something they just gave up on, I don't know. The main theme with this scooter is that it's a bit larger and heavier, but it's extremely comfortable. The size of the platform to stand on is nice and wide and long. You can easily, fit a big person on it. It even supports people up to 150 kilograms or just less than that with a heavy backpack. That's awesome. And the brakes can also deal with that sort of weight. The motor can deal with that sort of weight. During the last scooter review I did, I got up a little incline at only 4 kilometers an hour. With this one you do 20. So very nice and powerful, both accelerating and stopping, and a 30 kilometer an hour top speed. Of course, there are 3 motor modes, so you can lower the top speed if you have to for legal reasons. Now, I did mention the cruise control on it. So when you're throttling for a couple of seconds, I don't really know how long it is. It doesn't seem to be a fixed duration, but once you're up to speed, you can just let go of the throttle and the scooter will continue to just go full power. At first I thought this was just a broken throttle lever, but it turns out to actually be a super handy feature. It's so convenient. There's no additional button to, activate a cruise control mode. Just hold it for long enough and then you can let go and save your thumb, just really helping comfort. The problem here is if you want to turn off that cruise control, you either have to go for the front brake or you just have to tap the throttle again. The easiest thing to do here is to tap the throttle because the front brake, again, quite powerful and it may, upset your balance a little bit when you do it that way. What's really awesome here, if you're, a little bit playful like I am, is that the rear disc brake does not turn off the cruise control. So you can be on full power in the front and also locking up the rear wheel at the same time. You can do some nice Scandi flicks. I even got the tiniest little bit of smoke coming from the rear tire. I guess fun, but also quite dangerous if you don't anticipate it. Now, while I really like this Microgo scooter, it does not end my search for the perfect scooter. So here are a few things I don't like about it. First up, that sketchy cruise control. Not everyone's gonna like it, but to me, more importantly, the lever to fold it down is very close to where you can put your feet. And so it's not completely unreasonable to think that someone may just kick the lever and fold the scooter in half while riding. Again, be careful when you ride this thing. An even bigger problem, and I don't know if this is because of design or just a problem with my particular unit, but the left grip came loose. The thread completely stripped out of the handlebar while I was doing a one-handed brake test because I wanted to show you how strong the hinge is, and that the hinge is not at all a problem. It's a great hinge. But while doing that, the left grip just stripped the thread out and the grip came loose. I didn't fall, my camera didn't fall, so I can imagine if you're less experienced with these things, or if you are someone who panics a little bit more quickly, or if you're just unlucky, that your face will hit the asphalt. So yeah, not very stoked on that. And then also, I have not been able to get the speedo to work. It always just shows 0 kilometers an hour. I cannot see how much charge there is in this big battery. I know it can do 30k, or about an hour of full throttle if it's really a 350 watt motor and you have 270 watt hours of battery. That's like 50 minutes of full power. So I know how long I can go, I just can't see it. Very annoying. And then also I couldn't get the Bluetooth to work. Again, I don't really care. To conclude the video then, I think this is a great scooter at a very competitive price, but it's let down by quality control. The threads really just shouldn't strip out when you're doing a brake test. That is so sketchy and so dangerous. I'm waiting on a reply. I will update the description if this is like a production problem and they sent me a new one and it turns out that the new version doesn't have this problem. But if there is nothing in the description, then let's just assume that all of them have it and that you should probably get something else instead, which is a little bit safer. So then, thank you all very much for watching. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos like it. And for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.